this. So I'm just going to show you what it looks like now that's being completed. Now as you see, people are no longer alive here, as you can see. We go here and you get the newspaper clippings. Now the thing that is, you can still activate the computer. Now once you first log on to it, the password is mother. That's to log on to that. Now when you pass the game, you can go back and reset Virtual Cavern, which will put it back to the way it was before you completed it. Now, when you first play the game, you'll see two people lying down on a bed. Unfortunately, when the game is complete, they're no longer alive, as you can see. I'm behind the door. Now, whenever you come in here, when you're playing the game, you'll find a key around his neck. That will be used later. Now, I'm going to leave the basement, which is down here, to last, where the surprises are. Now, if you look here, you have to collect badges throughout this entire area that will unlock here. And then there's other badges to collect outside. Yes, you do go outside. And that pretty little lady here, she's no longer with us either. Jason had a knife in her hand. How that killed her, I have no idea. Then you can collect things in the drawers. Such as 3D glasses, which we don't need right now. Use paper clippings. Here's something nice tip for you. If you look around, you'll find phone numbers. Now, when you find phone numbers such as that one, 1-555-689-2344, you go to the telephone, which my memory is crap, and I won't mind that phone number, so no point in me trying to dial it. Anyway, you probably get an answer anyway, because the game's finished. You pick up the phone and you dial the number. Once the person answers and hangs up, you dial it again. Once the person hangs up again, you dial it again. And you keep doing so until Jason kills them. Yes, Jason does kill the person you're talking to. And just to give you an example, I will dial that number right here. Pardon the coughing. Bad chest infection. We just go here, 555. Go. 6 1 8.
Crystal Lake Police Department. Hello? Hey, how'd you get in here? Hey, stop right there! Don't move.
Yes, Jason has killed the police officer. Now, what we do is, I'm going to show you down here. Now, you find walkie-talkies, which is the creators of the game, telling you about it.
What was the creepiest part about working on the game?
Oh, for sure, the phone calls.
Okay, sorry. That was great. Can you start over, but this time incorporate the question into your answer?
My bad, yeah. So the creepiest part about working on this game was I get these weird phone calls to my personal phone. We worked on the game for almost, I think it was about 3 years. And every single Friday the 13th, we would get these calls from someone. At first, I thought it was someone at the studio, Paul or Dan or something, but it had to be like an F-13 fanboy or something. They would use this voice distortion and claim to be Pamela warning us to honor the memory of her son. Sometimes they would just laugh in the phone and hang up, but most of the times they would just, complain about the game taking so long.
That doesn't sound that creepy.
It wasn't until one time I called the number back and heard this.
Now you'll find those walkie-talkies around the house, and I think one is outside, which we will venture out there shortly. Yes, let's do the gently thing and close the door after us. There's nothing really you have to do in here. If you go in here a second, you do collect 4 items to get another badge, and one of the items has to replace here, and that's the hat. You get that outside the front entrance. Okay, in here now. I don't know if I can get in here. Can I get in here again? No? Well, apparently this is the bathroom, and I think it's AJ. Yes, you can get in here. She's currently dismembered in the tub. I can't get the X. I don't think I get the X. Anyway, yeah, that's it there. Not that you can read that, it's too small. When you first come into the game and you do get in here, she's actually standing up. Now here you'll find a bandana on top of there. You collect that as well. That goes on to one of the platforms. You have to collect 4 different things. Just here, trying to mine certain things. Whenever you come over, you get these. You have to put them in order, and if you look carefully, that's the order they go in. You collect those, and you collect those, and you put them in. You have to collect one more, which I cannot mind where it goes, and that goes there. Now what we do is close the doors. Yes, let's close those doors. Close the doors. Is very nice. Then we'll take a little look upstairs. Oh yeah, you have to collect masks too. You'll find one right over there in the fireplace. But we'll get to those masks now in a second. The order that they go in is right here. This is the order when you play this that it goes in. You have to collect 2 other masks. They go in here, and there's one mask that has blue lines instead of the red lines. You take it off, and it does not go up. You do not put that mask up. This is the order that the mask goes in. And then a badge will come out of there. Okay. Now as you can see, these guys are dead. Jason has killed those. Now, if everything goes well, coming soon, we'll go in that room if it works at the end. Little surprise behind there, if it works. Can we get in here? Yes, we can. All the collectible stuff, some you can click on, give you information about where, what movie you'll find these. Yes, we all call this hairspray in the Friday the 13th game. Now, I don't know if most people know this, but there is a problem with the game, as is that because there's a lawsuit going on with someone who writ the first movie, is trying to get the rights back for the Friday the 13th franchise, and it is affecting the game, which means there will be no more updates. There will be new servers, and bug fixes, but there will be no more updates, like no Uber Jason, the Grendel map. There'll be no new counselors. There will be no new skins. There will be no new Jasons, including the Uber Jason, and as I said, the Grendel map. All those will be bye-bye and probably will never be seen again. The only thing is that this game is going to suffer, because lots of people will start disappearing from it, and they'll probably never return. Now, whenever you come out here, you'll find a shovel or a spade, whatever you want to call it. You pick it up. Now, that is used in the graveyard. As you can see, I don't know. It says AJ was in the bathroom, but probably not, because AJ is actually out here. Now, when you come out here the first time, all these people are alive. There's Miss Fox. She's also alive when you come out. Now, we'll come down here very soon. You don't go in the car, just gives you information about the car. Now, there's a code for the fridge, which I have no idea what the code is, and that is not it. So, if you come out and see this, it is not the code. If you need the code, you can mail me, and I could get you the code. When you open it, you'll find Mother's Head. Press X, click it, and that's about it. I don't think I can close the fridge door again. Okay. Whenever you get the code whenever you put Mother's. I think when you do this, you go up here and you follow arrows and waypoints to get to dig up where you get another badge. But I'm not going in there because when you click, go a bit too close, Jason grabs you and you don't die, you just get bit. You just been put back out here. Up we go now to the graveyard. And as you can see, Pamela's Voorhees gravestone. Yes, born 1930, died 1979 during the first movie. Now, that shovel spade that we're on about, you dig up Jason's coffin. You open it up, and you find Jason. You go over here, where you'll find a part of this. You pick it up. You go over here, and you stab Jason with it. At that point, Jason comes out and grabs you. Now, you're not dead, but it seems like you're dead because he axes you to death. But you'll come to, and you'll be here. You go in, get the badge, and leave promptly. Now, you have to go down and make a few of those phone calls that I've said to get the badge. It's in the drawer beside the phone. Now, whenever you get to the refrigerator, and get the head, you work your way up here. Where you find where Mother's head should be. Now, if everything goes to plan, Mother's head should be already there since I put it there. But if you go up there before you get the head, it's not there. You have to put it there. There is the head. Spooky. I always say there should be a Halloween game. Could be just as fun because Michael Myers has been. Haddonfield is a very big place. And of course, you don't even have to go there. You can put Michael Myers in Halloween 3. That would be excellent. Now, as we go down here, having everything, We just go right here. Now, after you get everything, all the badges, you put them there and you get the gas. Now, what you do with the gas, I will tell you in a second, but you have to listen to this.
So tell me about when you were making the game. Did you have any like weird glitches or strange bugs that you found?
Late in development, we had this bug. We swore it was like the spirit of Jason coming into the game or something. But sometimes during a match, these invisible holes would generate, and if you managed to fall through one, you'd end up in this weird, untextured area of the map. It was not like an area we physically created, but like made of bits of our assets. Eventually, you'd be shot up high into the air and killed by Jason in the sky. Luckily, we were able to get it out before CERT, but it was a tough one.
How were you able to find it?
We had this debug code that would show us the holes in the map. That helped us hunt them down.
What was the debug code?
You know, it's the same code everyone uses when they need to input a secret code in a video game. I mean, just remember back when we were kids.
It's probably better for legal that way.
Now, that actually comes in handy because you have to go up to the house. Sometimes you'll be, you would complete a part and you'll leave the virtual cabinet. You have to go back in and change the year in the computer. But when you come back in, you put a code in here, which I forget the code. It's up, up, down, down, something, something, something. And I'm sure if you look up Google, or if you want, ask me and I will look it up for you. It would then, you change one or two of the debug settings and you get lovely white lines here. But before you would do all that, before you get rebooted, you go down, get into the boat, and the boat will drive you to safety. So you think. But Jason, as a kid, comes out of the water and pulls you under. Now, whenever you get all of that, you'll be taken, you have to go into the place with the door. Just go back down, being very confusing. Now that door will be all glitched. You need to enter the door and play the walkie-talkie. And after the gamer finished talking, you look about, you find a badge, and it'll take you up the stairs. You then have to collect all the badges that are virtual, and they will lead you down. Yes, we're going down. Down here. Yes, all the Jasons. Now, just before we look at all this, well, suppose we'll look at this first. As you see, we have number 1. Yeah, all mothers love him. Then we go to number 2. Sporting his dungarees. And the one eye, why he couldn't cut the other eye out, I have no idea. Now, this is where I find it's all silly, because this is the final chapter. This is the new blood, which for some reason these are out of order. This is the final Friday. This is the one which I think is unfair. People got this for standing by the game, but how can you stand by the game when you didn't even know the game existed? This is what I call unfair. Everyone should have got this. Because people's using it and rubbing people's noses in it going, look what I've got and you haven't got it. That's, to me, is unfair. All people should get that. Especially now when they're not getting any update or Uber Jason. Then we go to this one, which is Jason Takes Manhattan. I think that's the one when you actually click his hands out, you have to collect the badge, and when you click it, he reaches for you, yes. This one is part 6, Jason Lives. This is one of the better movies. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to me is not as good as the rest of them. The Final Friday is not exactly great either. But Jason X is good. This is Friday the 13th, Part 3. Now let's play this.
Congratulations on completing the virtual cabin. In the future, we might update this space to reveal what's behind those two curtains. But for now, we just want to say thank you for playing and invite you to stay as long as you would like.
Okay. Now, the two curtains they're on about was this one, because when you come down the first time, this is covered up. And yes, here he is, all in his glory, never to be seen in the game, is Uber Jason from Jason X. I would say that they should have continued on with Jason looking like this, but no can do, didn't do it. Now, you will be prompted a couple of times to pick up this phone where Jason's mother, and the final one would be her laughing. When you come down here the first time, you have to look at the axe. Then you have to take a look and go up where you get all of the virtual badges again, and that leads you to upstairs. Yes, close the door. Now we go upstairs and have a look. Now if this works, it's going to take you somewhere spectacular. Yes, here we are. As you look around, now normally this is in the dark. I have no idea, somebody put lights in here. Yes, apparently the electrician has been, because normally when you come in here the second time, it's in the dark. Yes. I dedicate this to a woman who I class as my sister. Yes, but unfortunately, I just have to say she blocked me because she has friends who are kids, and they told her to block me. Yes, we're talking about Susie Q 798. I forget the rest of the number. Sorry, sis, but that's the way it goes. I will take a look right now to get that number. Okay, we'll come back to that. Anyway, let's enter. Okay, here we go. Yes, and here's Grendel. Now this would have been some part of the map that you would have got if everything was working, if we were going to get an update. Now, the thing is, you can walk out here again if you wanted to, but it's not going to do you much good. Now, there is a door, which I'm trying to see where the door actually is. I don't think the door is accessible at the... Yes, this would have been the door, I think. Is that the door? Yes, this would have been the door that you pull the lever, Jason comes out and stabs your ass. Yes, Jason gets you again as Uber Jason. But when you enter, it takes you back here. Lovely view. I would actually love if they had a pinball machine or something where you could use, but anyway. Well, that's it, guys. Now, if you go in here, don't be thinking you can exit because it's locked. Okay. I actually think that my sister's name is Susie Q 7, 8. Seven, 9, I think. If you want to add my sister, you can go on ahead. She loves this game. Okay, guys. That's it. That's your little walkie through of the virtual cabin. Yes, we know that's bad. Now, the lawsuit, which has got to do with the Jason rights, will actually hold up any new movies. So, Michael Myers seems to be in the lead coming. Well, not movie-wise, but he probably will catch up now. Because New Line owns the movie rights, but the guy is battling, I think, with New Line, so that's going to take a long time. Oh yeah, one more thing. Just get around here. Yes, you're dead. Now, if you go over to the radio, you get a surprise. Yes. Now, use your analog stick.
One more year has come and gone. Another
And scan.
Time is ticking.
And you'll find at least about 4 songs. And then we go to the next one. I don't know why, but I would probably have Jason's Alice Cooper, the man behind the mask, in this, but no. I think there's one more. And that's it. Sadly, you can't get into tents. Let's take a look at the boat before we go. I don't think it'll take you out, but hey, let's try. Nope, doesn't do that. It takes you way out there, but you don't make it because Jason, as a kid, grabs you. So there you have it. That's what you get for Friday the 13th, the video game Virtual Cabin. Ho ho! I'm going inside because it's cold. Oh, there's one more.
Okay, so did you want to do an intro?
Hello. Welcome to the Virtual Cabin. I'm Chuck Brengard, CEO of Ilphonic, and we are the developers behind Friday the 13th, the game, which you are currently playing now.
Is there anything you want to say to the fans?
Sure. I just want to say thanks for playing and supporting the game. Our fan base has been incredible. This project has exceeded even our wildest dreams, and that's because of all your continued and amazing support.
So where are we?
So this is the Virtual Cabin, 2.0 to be exact. The Virtual Cabin was a way for our backers to check out new art assets and discover a few hidden Easter eggs as we were building the game. It was a really engaging way to show a sneak peek at what we were developing.
So, why bring it back?
A ton of work went into researching the Friday the 13th films for the game, and we wanted to present a fun way to go behind the scenes and learn more about how the movies and the game were made. Consider this as an expanded virtual museum, a space where you can explore the lore of Friday the 13th and take it all in. Who knows, there might even be a few new Easter eggs to discover. If you go digging deep enough. Sorry, I didn't mean for that to sound so ominous.
Okay. Whatever you're doing, have a nice night, or good day, or good morning, or whatever. And I hope you all be happy, enjoying your games. Take care, lots of love. And for me, bye.